Hello, thank you for tuning in. My name is PJ, and actually, it's the first time that I directly speak to you. Um, it's not my first video, obviously. If you look at my channel, you'll see that I've been around on YouTube since more than 10 years. And the big thing on my channel is my film Freedom that I made somewhere between 2010 and 2012. It's been a while. And I was about to say that back or something, whatever that means, but I want to reach out to you. That's mainly the reason why I make this video. I want to build relation with people on the internet. And I want to start growing from there. I want to share who I am, what I think, and maybe you'll share something in return. And I hope so. When I made my film Freedom, I made that based on who I am really, my beliefs, the way I look at life. Watch it in the interviews that go along with it by Graham Hancock and Robert Bauval. It was a pleasure and an honor, of course, to meet these people and to be with them in magical Egypt. But one thing I didn't tell you in my film is that just before, in 2009, before I decided to start making that film, I got 250,000 euro. Just like that. Just because my godfather loved me and he could do that and he wanted to. So that basically gave me the freedom to make that film. And although the comments I got on the film were amazing, the most amazing reaction I got on film was quite a long letter by a woman who actually wrote that I saved her life, basically. She was completely stuck in her life. Her parents both died in a short period, and she didn't feel that her relationship with her parents were settled. There was something that was unfinished business, and they weren't there anymore. So she felt completely lost. And then she watched my movie and things started to happen. Or I don't know what happened. Anyway, that was when she wrote me that I saved her life. So only for that one mail, that one letter, I was. It was worthy. Yeah, it was worth to have made the film. Um, but in the film, I somewhere, it's not me who's telling. It's a small puppet, and it's fictional. Um, it's a fictional character, but of course it's a lot of me. So that was not 100% honest or direct or. Some people said, well, it's easy. It's easy to say, quit your job and change your life. And I did. Why? Because I easily could, of course. What came after that was a long downward spiral. Very slowly, I got sucked into life again until I crashed last year. Well, I just tell you the story after I finished my film. Of course, I thought the film would settle me as a filmmaker and everything would go smoothly and easily, and that's not what happened, of course. I was happy with the content. I told in the film the story I wanted to tell. Visually, I'm not so happy with it. I see it more as a draft version when I revisit the film. It's been quite a while, but I see it more as a draft and as a nicely finished product. And regarding marketing, I didn't do much. It's a miracle that's been viewed somewhere 85,000 times now. So there was no way that I could live from it or on filmmaking. And but by the time I had finished and released the film, I lived on the countryside, as you can see at the end of the film. Um, and from here, and with two children, and there was no possibility of going back to to work for television. That's too far away from here. Uh, so I started doing a corporate video, and that didn't work out. I don't like that sort of work neither. That was 2012, 2013. Uh, and by 2015, it was this whole business didn't mean anything anyway. I couldn't make a living of it anymore. So I've been self-employed since 2000. So I had to come up with something, and I stumbled upon drones. A friend of mine started school um, school to teach people to fly a drone. I became a certified drone pilot and a drone instructor, and I taught people how to fly a drone, and I lived from that for a year or two, and then I started my own company together with two associates. How you say it, to other people, and that was 2018, Um, it was a service company for drone pilots. And in the spring of last year, just about a year ago, but less than a year ago, I crashed out of a company. Uh, Quite broke, a bit in debt. Um, uh, and I had a sort of burnout, and I needed time to recover and to get back to myself. And I realized, of course, that it wouldn't serve me to live, to make a living based on the skills that I had, that I learned, that I had to do something with everything that's in my mind, the things that passionate me so much. I'm passionate about life, basically. Who am I? Who are we? Where do we come from? Watch my film and you know what I mean. That's more what I'm about. That's what I need to do. And I've known for quite a very long time that I've not been born to walk some line, to follow some rules. I don't understand that sort of game, but it got me to a sort of bottom in life where I am now. I have not really positive perspectives for now. But now that the whole world is in lockdown, uh, it's like the world is catching up with me. I've been in lockdown for a bit, feels like that. Don't want to offend anybody, but uh, yeah, and I'm very blessed to live here on the countryside. Um, yeah, basically 20 years ago, I went working for television. Again, I was very lucky. I wasn't formed at school to do that. Again, my godfather just put me in that position, and I learned very easily how to. I've been working with computers since 8 years, since childhood, and that was 1983. If you wanted, that was it, an Apple II. That was my first computer, and creative software was something that I could easily work with. So that's how I started working for television, but secretly, and that's the point with which I want to end, and that's why I make this video. Secretly, I went working for television, but I wanted to be on the other side of the camera. Since I'm a very small child, I've, I've wanted to shine. I wanted to be on a stage. I wanted to be a rock star. I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be known. I wanted to be loved. And how childish that may seem and still sounds to me, because the voice of my parents echoes in my head always when I have thoughts like that. Really, we're going that direction again. Where will that bring you? Do normal, have a job like anybody else. But still, I'm 45, and that's maybe the one thing that never changed. But I hate it to be here, to sit here, talk to my iPad in crappy English. Ooh, I don't think I want to watch this. But 2 days ago, yeah, it was 2 days ago, I watched the webinar, and I was inspired by that. Really, that's why I'm doing this here and now. And in the webinar, someone said, people, you don't have to be someone. What people need now, what we need is real people. Is be who you are. Be authentic. And that gave me the courage to do this here and now. And I'll do it again. I have some more stories I want to tell you. And that's the first one. Thanks for listening. Bye. And subscribe and like and all these things.